Alright, so shall we start her up?
Yes.
Certainly. Yes. Welcome to Beast Wars, the Jurassic World podcast.
Yes. We do get a bunch of dinosaur action in these episodes.
Check for the mark of Jurassic Park on Dinobot. So.
Something has survived. Will you?
We get some raptors and some little T-Rex hands.
A little bit of pterodactyl.
Yeah, some pterodactyl.
Very true.
Alright.
Delightfully little pterodactyl.
Yes. Hello, and welcome to the Stasis Pod, the Beast Wars podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
I'm Alex.
And I'm getting over a cold.
Ooh.
Yeah, so, you have fun talking to each other. I'll be quiet in the corner. With an
You totally just said that so that you don't have to edit out the sniffle, didn't you?
For that one, yeah. I did that one intentionally.
Okay.
Okay, today we're looking at A Better Mousetrap, the 9th episode of Beast Wars, written by Chris Webber and Karen Wilson, directed by Jay Falconer.
Yeah, it's the 9th supposed episode.
It was definitely the 9th broadcast, and I think there's some sort of weirdness with it being in a different order on some of the earlier DVD releases.
Oh, so it actually was the 9th broadcast. I thought.
Yes.
We're starting to get to an area where things are fuzzier.
Yeah, where the Shout Factory, the currently in print, I believe, assuming it's still in print.
The most recent printed version, yes.
Yes, the most recent DVD set contradicts the order of the previous Rhino DVD set. However, it does seem to be correct based on information that we have about the original airing order.
Yeah, and the wiki so far has concurred with our order.
Yes.
So we are going by the Shout Factory order, as that seems to be corroborated by at least one other source.
Mm-hmm.
And that means we are on A Better Mousetrap.
That's right. And it is a better episode than the last episode.
It is.
Yeah. Overall.
And much like the last episode, it's this is another Rattrap episode.
Yay.
But we open in the caverns below the Axalon. There's science going on. Specifically, it's Blackarachnia, who is back from her mysterious disappearance at the end of the last episode.
I almost feel like her part in this episode was originally written for Tarantulas.
Yeah.
Tarantulas or even Scorponok.
No, I think one of them, because she later
being
says...
a Scorponok would help to set up the next episode a little better.
Yeah, but
having her... I mean, she ends up, pulling a gun for the sake of cementing her dominance in the situation, and that feels like much more of a Tarantulas thing than a Scorponok thing.
This is true.
On the one hand, it does. On the other hand, I liked that she did it.
Yeah. It may even say something about how her character continued to develop from there, that, this episode her role in this episode may have been written for Tarantulas, and then those traits of being, that kind of rebelliously domineering and having spider flashlights, bug flashlights, because they've only got 6 legs, and that sort of stuff.
It's the first time that we see those, and they continue to pop up every now and then, and we never really get an explanation of what they are.
I love them, though. It's obvious what they are. They're autonomous flashlights.
Yes.
With little bug legs.
They're mini-con flashlights.
They're delightful, and at first I thought, Tarantulas must have invented those. Tarantulas is around here somewhere. Until I saw the one that had the Blackarachnia, Black Widow symbol on it.
Yes.
So again, it sort of feels like, it was written for Tarantulas, and then someone said, hey, we've got this other character who we should really put in something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So and it turns out that without Alec Willow's Tarantulas mannerisms, Tarantulas is kind of just a mad scientist at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Blackarachnia is and again, Venus Terzo, I don't think has quite nailed the character yet. She will eventually, but now she's just kind of generic. She's a little hammier in this episode than she would be later.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad foundation for her to start on.
And she apparently invented a thing that if this was a live-action series would have been a repainted Y-Wing from Star Wars.
It's either that or just a big tuning fork.
Yeah.
I will say that that's another reason that I feel like this was a part that was written for Tarantulas, is that she sure is pulling rank here. She has made this invention. She gets to order everyone else to, well, at least Terrorsaur and Waspinator to help her with it. Yeah. And that just seems like she's awful young to have that kind of pull in the Predacon ranks yet.
Yeah, she's online for a week and she's already in charge of the 2 idiot flyers. Yeah, which, admittedly, yeah.
If I was Megatron, I'd probably make that command decision too.
Yeah. I mean, she deserves it, but it still sort of felt a little odd.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So she's ordering them to dig a hole for this big tuning fork that's going to blow a hole in the maximal base. Waspinator is sick of this. He leaves, or if you prefer, bugs out.
He does.
Terrorsaur tries to intimidate Blackarachnia into doing the work for herself, and then she pulls a gun on him, and he does it himself.
Yeah.
With his I-beams.
Yes. You know, like you do.
We cut to a holographic Megatron, and he's having a bunch of weapons fire at him. And it's a demonstration of Rhinox's new Sentinel system.
He's having naughty tentacles shot at him.
Yeah.
Not naughty tentacles, they're Wonder Woman's golden lasso, as we'll see later.
Yes.
Also, how did we go from the one episode where it took Rhinox a month to put together a communicator to him managing to build this?
That needed a lot more sensitive parts?
Maybe.
It's like building a fence versus building an iPhone.
Yeah, well, yeah, but the security system is sort of built into the ship. He's just upgrading it.
I guess it already had the shield, and it had the auto guns that we saw in Fallen Comrades.
Mm-hmm. It's just probably just a matter of plugging them all into the AI.
Huh.
There are many interesting philosophical thoughts and conversations one could have regarding Transformers having AI, but I think that's beyond the scope of this particular podcast.
I assume it's on the level of people having dogs.
I suppose.
Well,
Sentinel is another thing that we're going to see from now on in the series.
Yes. Yep. Although it'll never be as insanely powerful as it seems to be in this episode.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy in this episode.
I mean, seriously, I think they should have just let Blackarachnia, Waspinator, and Terrorsaur break into the base, because they'd all be immediately murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of things that will be seen throughout the rest of the series, not the giant system of caves underneath the maximal base.
Well, that kind of gets dealt with.
Yeah, maybe that does get dealt with at the end of the episode, but maybe they should have checked those out.
Yeah.
They might have wanted to do something about that.
Anyway, the demonstration's interrupted by Tigatron calling in, because apparently Waspinator has just been hanging around.
He's just flying around in circles muttering to himself about how he is the greatest of Predacons.
Waspinator is greatest of Predacons. Waspinator rules.
He's so great.
Wonderful.
It was nice seeing the procedurally generated cloud background he was flying against, too.
And Tigatron's hanging out in the jungle. Okay, I guess he gets around. I guess that's a few clicks from the Antarctic.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess it's a little more appropriate for a white tiger.
Yeah. I'd complain, but it's nice to see Tigatron again. I like Tigatron.
Yeah, it is.
It's good to hear Blue Man Kuma.
Yes.
And Primal goes to see what's up, and while the Primal's away, everybody will just act like a bunch of dicks, I guess. Because Dinobot is complaining at how non-lethal the Sentinel system is.
Dinobot just wants to murder everybody all the time.
Yeah. And so Rattrap turns it on, and he gets the golden lasso treatment.
Yes.
And, surprise, surprise, he doesn't like it. And he goes after Rattrap with a sword, which is a bit of disproportionate retribution, but you probably should have seen that coming, Rattrap.
Yeah.
And he shoves his sword into the command console before Rhinox could finish dotting all the I's and crossing the T's. So Sentinel now sees the Maximals as the enemy.
I will say that I like that in this case, destroying the controls doesn't, make everything shut down or explode. They're at least showing a basic knowledge of computers.
Yes.
That if you break somebody's keyboard, it doesn't make their entire computer explode.
No, it just makes one of the subsystems
your computer want to kill you.
Yeah, well, it just makes it where he can't turn off that it wants to kill you.
Yeah.
Because it already wanted to kill them because Rhinox hadn't quite finished with the part that tells it not to kill them.
Maybe you should have done that part first, Rhinox. This
Yeah.
is kind of on you.
Yeah.
Well, it's so many. Everybody's responsible. Rattrap initiated it. Rhinox didn't finish it. Dinobot just stabs things.
Amazingly,
managed to
Cheetor is the
embed
one who's
his-
blameless here.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh my god, yeah!
For the first time in the entire series, episode 9, Cheetor is blameless.
Yeah, he
Cheetor
hasn't
was
done
off
anything.
taking a nap.
Yeah, he just runs in and is like, what the hell is going on here, guys?
Yeah, he hasn't done anything really bad in a while, but he's still Cheetor. But yeah, this might be the first episode where nothing at all is Cheetor's fault.
And I'm pretty
actually
sure
seems
he doesn't say anything unforgivably stupid the entire episode.
No.
Yeah.
Well, no, because later on he does use the phrase "giga bummer."
Well, okay.
For Cheetor speak, that's not that bad. Anyway, Rattrap takes responsibility and dives into the computer.
Yes.
Well, the console under the...
Like the ventilation shaft. He's John McClaning it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he basically says, you guys get out, I'll take care of this.
Yep.
I did love when Sentinel fully activated and was just firing willy-nilly to everyone. Dinobot's head turning 360 degrees several times and having the ratcheting sound effect to it.
They love doing that.
That was pretty great.
Yep.
And I also like the transition between Rattrap going through a tight ventilation shaft and Rhinox's open mouth yelling.
So Rattrap takes responsibility, everybody else runs outside. Dinobot drops the title of the episode, and then Rhinox just shakes his head at him.
Yep.
You have to...
Yay, we got a title drop. Also, I love how even Rattrap was surprised he was being so noble.
Yes. Come on, we're only 9 episodes in. Why am I getting so much character development?
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
We did
Tigatron...
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, we had Optimus and Tigatron outside tracking Waspinator and...
Yeah, we get an amusing scene where Waspinator leads Primal on a bit of a chase after Primal messes with him.
Yeah, how did he
Comes
sneak
up
up on Waspinator while using a jetpack?
Well, because Waspinator was just bad-mouthing everyone else and
Kind of
talking
off
to
in his own little Waspinator world.
So great.
I've come to the conclusion that his prime jets, although being shown to look like jets, he can just fly like Superman because of them.
Well, that'll become very relevant in a couple of episodes.
True.
That's true.
Was it just me, or did the facial expressions on Optimus when he changed to robot mode, like when he was saying his activation code to change to robot mode, look kind of weird?
I don't know.
It's a scene where they had demoed doing facial capture stuff, but didn't animate the rest of his body.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. This episode and the next one, there are some oddities in animation. Although maybe it's just because I'm noticing because I'm on a big HD screen. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
that looked weird.
TVs just weren't this big in 1996.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were that little bit blurrier from the CRT effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, Primal is, he finds out there's a problem back at base after, smacking pretty hard into a cliff.
Yep.
Gets a good Gary Chuck, voice acting.
Yep. I loved that he turned back into gorilla mode to talk to Tigatron because he had the Energon overload thing going on, and then immediately turned back into a robot to fly away. And they called attention to it, and it's like, well, it's silly, but we still gotta do it, so.
Yep. So Tigatron's on the case of this secondary plot. And he finds that there's a cave entrance that is hidden by a holographic projector. She notes, is clever.
Yes.
And he
Why,
gets
one
freaked
might
out by
say that-
bug blacklights.
one might say that Blackarachnia is a clever girl.
Yeah.
Well, Tigatron's ultimate solution is, well, to shoot her! Shoot her!
Yeah, but he stealthily sneaks up, which is kind of cute since he's a big robot and his feet make little clinking noises.
Yes.
But quiet clinking noises compared to everybody else's feet.
Yes. So, back at the Axalon, Rattrap is fighting a bunch of defenses, and it's pretty goofy.
It's fantastic.
I like the surf rock.
He surfs and there's
yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best part. And then after that, he's a dancing aerobics rat.
Yes.
And he runs away from the security camera, and then he leans back around the corner to wave at the security camera.
Oh, it's delightful.
It really helps that of all the cast members, his beast mode is by far the most adorable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I also like him criticizing Rhinox's design for the whole thing throughout the entire process.
Yes.
Oh.
However, I would like to note that once he gets in there, Sentinel's defenses do not seem that non-lethal.
No.
Yeah.
I think Rhinox may have been underselling their destructive capabilities.
Yeah.
Because Rattrap is in some very serious danger here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has become Die Hard with a rodent.
Yes.
Yeah. In fact, in what I assume is a direct reference to Die Hard, he's in kind of an elevator shaft which appears bottomless. How tall is the Axalon?
Yeah,
yay tall.
Maybe it goes down into those caves?
Maybe.
And the Predacons are actually in, like, the Maximal's parking garage?
Or, wait, is the back end of the ship at an angle?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe he's crawling up to the back end and it was a straight corridor, but now it's vertical.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Who knows?
It's still weird.
It's a lot bigger than it seemed previously.
Yeah, so he's got a bunch of mecha crossbows at the top and a cryo field below.
I'm glad the cryofield wasn't water, even if the zero friction stuff that he surfed on looked terrible compared to the water at the beginning of the episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
The water at the beginning of the episode was actually surprisingly nice.
Yeah. They're getting there.
Yeah, I think when I was a kid I thought that the cryo field was water, but when it goes up it clearly makes like freezing noises.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then it stays to the confines of the shaft when it comes up past him when he pulls his way out of the way.
Yeah, which makes sense. It's a cryo field. That's a sci-fi thing. We can believe that it's confined to one corridor.
Yep. Also, when he blows up the crossbow, the bomb is past the crossbow, but the explosion it comes from the center of the crossbow.
It's a special bomb? ?
Yeah.
Explosions are difficult.
This is true.
Effect.
He's pulling surprisingly. I think that's the only time he pulls anything out of his bottomless forearms this episode, though. So that's a bit of a surprise.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
I love that he pulls it out doing a monologue of all the skills that he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a
Perfect
remarkable set of skills. I
I
don't
could
know who
see
you
him
are.
doing
I don't
that,
know what you want, but I will find you and I will kill you.
The Axalon has been taken.
Anyway, back under the base, Tigatron finds out what is going on below. It's, giant tuning fork. There's a fight. Blackarachnia is screaming about her invention, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
That is probably the line that marks it most as being this used to be Tarantulas' part.
Yeah,
Yes.
I didn't, in my notes for the episode, I didn't really mark that down until about this point where I looked back on the earlier stuff and was like, yeah, I think someone told them, after the first draft that they needed to put Blackarachnia in some more episodes and
We've already sold his toy, guys. We gotta sell this toy.
this is our repaint. We gotta sell this repaint.
And it's a girl, so we gotta sell it super hard.
Yes.
Yeah. I think they did, but I'm biased.
So he gets out, the tuning fork explodes, Tigatron meets up with the rest of the Maximals, and tells them that it was a long and very ugly story, which, Tigatron, it took like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And the only people it was ugly for were the Predacons, who got taken down 3-on-1.
Yeah.
Well, Tigatron doesn't like to talk or share much.
I mean, I remembered not liking the secondary plot a lot a lot more than I thought it was actually, I was entertained by it.
Yeah.
And possibly because we haven't seen that much Tigatron, and he's an appealing protagonist.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was nice seeing Tigatron, but it would have been nice for it to be less of a throwaway.
Yes.
But the A-plot's still going on.
So. The A-plot is still going on. Rattrap has reached the computer core, which is really cool looking.
Yeah, it's kind of a Death Star core thing.
It's like a Nintendo boss room.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
And so again, this laser, this like little laser fan satellite dish looking
this one is a shatter field.
Yeah, the shatter field comes, and in that deep Sentinel Ian Corlett voice, it says it's preparing to terminate. That's not very non-lethal.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, if you get from the outside of the ship all the way to the inside, they'd better kill you at that point.
Plus, if you're named something Sentinel in Transformers, you're kind of evil.
Well, that's true.
Or at least
that's true, but wasn't that established after this?
Yes!
Yeah. And it's more like you're lawful evil.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're chaotic evil.
No.
Yeah, it's a dark paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah, in addition to the shatter field, there's also like some sort of disintegrating energy surrounding the computer core.
Yep.
Which, of course, can be handily deactivated by a gigantic red button.
Of course.
After punching in the codes, which is hitting the cover for the red button.
Yes.
Also, I loved that while they were waiting, the Maximals were just taking pot shots at the shield.
Yes.
Yeah, they're just wasting... You guys have mentioned how useless it is to attack the field before. Why are you wasting your time?
You didn't bring anything to read. You've got to do something out here.
Yeah.
I guess, try and keep distracted maybe, but...
Got to clear out the intestines of the gut gun.
Well, as we see in the next episode, he's got a bunch of those, so...
Yeah, that was...
I guess.
We'll get to that. Next time.
Right, so Rattrap's about to be shattered by the shatter field. He's reaching out for this big red button, and then everything shuts down, which Rhinox surmises must be because the intruder has been terminated.
Which is not very... I mean, doesn't he realize that when Rattrap disables the thing that will also cause the shield to go down, does he just have that little faith in Rattrap?
Well, or he has that much faith in his own creation.
I guess that's...
Rattrap couldn't possibly ruin this thing. I built all these lethal defenses into it.
Yeah.
And the episode does try to build up a cliffhanger that matches Rhinox's assumption.
Yes.
Although you also know the answer because it doesn't show him getting blasted.
Yes. So everybody's sad. Primal is more respectful than sad.
On the other hand, it's a kid's show, so it's not like they could really show him getting murdered.
Well, we'll see in some later episodes that they kinda can.
Well, okay.
They're robots, therefore they can do horrible things to them, is a trademark of this franchise.
That's true. That's true.
And then everybody starts eulogizing Rattrap, which starts out nice and quickly devolves into insulting him after Dinobot has his say, because even Rhinox is like, sure, he smelled bad. He was a rat! But he was my best friend.
And then we actually start to iris in, and surprise, he's alive.
Yeah, Rattrap just comes down on the little lander pad. What do you call the elevator?
The elevator.
Rhinox calls him his best friend.
Yeah. And Rattrap's all, oh, boo-hoo!
So I guess the question is, I guess that's just best friend. They're not conjuncts endure.
Yes.
No.
Conjuncts amica.
Yeah.
Amica. Yes.
No, amica endure.
Yeah. Amica endure. Thank you.
Yeah.
That makes me feel kind of sad for Rhinox, because it's pretty clear from the rest of the show that Optimus and Rattrap are besties.
Maybe they're all besties. You can have more than one.
True.
I know, there are only 4 people on that ship, plus a bunch of guys in stasis pods. You better get along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, Rattrap's alive, everybody has a big laugh like it's the end of a Super Friends episode.
Yes.
And that's it.
The end.
Rattrap being awesome was fun.
Yes. Tigatron being awesome was also fun.
This was a really good episode for Rattrap's slowly evolving likability. He's definitely very likable at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also Waspinator.
Yes. It's sort of where we see
Waspinator's delightful.
the continued evolution of Waspinator from vaguely competent threat to hilarious comedy punching bag.
Is this the most Waspinators had to say, I think?
He got a little bit in, Equal Measures, where he's having that banter with Scorponok.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is the most that Waspinator has had to say about Waspinator.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
Waspinator talking to himself about himself for like
About how great he is, because he's like building himself up because he's feeling so bad because the others are being mean to him and he's angry.
Waspinator seeing psychiatrist. Recommend cognitive behavioral therapy.
Yeah. Aw, so sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
So basically what we're saying is Scott McNeil got a lot of character development in this episode.
Yes.
Well, Scott McNeil gets a lot of character development in most episodes. He's a third of the cast.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, and again, I appreciated the Tigatron B-plot more than I remember doing so because, Tigatron's sort of very much the opposite of Rattrap.
Mm-hmm.
He's not, he's carrying out this mission, but he's not, there's no running commentary from him while he's doing so.
Yeah.
He's very action movie protagonist.
He's not talking to himself the whole time.
You can just see him like Schwarzenegger at the beginning of Commando, just chopping wood out in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the problem with this episode when you get down to it is there's an A-plot and a B-plot, but they're both kind of halfway between being an A-plot and a B-plot, and they're also both the same plot.
Yeah, well...
Lone guy going in against a situation wins.
Yeah, Tigatron's B-plot is just a shortened version of Rattrap's Die Hard.
Yeah.
Or
Die Hard, yeah.
I guess Tigatron ends up being the helpful limo driver?
Not really. I mean, he's just in his own movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like if Al Powell had to, foil a bank robbery on his way to Nakatomi Plaza.
Yeah. Oh, that just makes me want more Die Hard spin-offs without John McClane.
that would probably be the better choice at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will kind of defend that fourth movie, but that fifth one is terrible.
Yeah.
I'd take a Die Hard movie that was just Samuel L. Jackson's character from the third one having a Die Hard movie.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
he teams up with Al Powell.
I would be all over that.
And they get ferried around by the limo driver from Die Hard 1.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So, yeah, that is a Better Mousetrap. There's not a whole lot to say about this episode. It's, it's entertaining, but there's not a whole lot to it.
It did feel, I don't know, somehow it just felt like a little bit of an upturn for the series as a whole. It felt like it's really getting its feet at this point.
Yes.
It's found its voice.
At this point, Cheetor can probably pronounce his own name correctly.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he didn't. He didn't have to, and that makes it even better, because that means Cheetor at no point spoke of himself in the third person. Which is even better.
Yes. And we'll be getting some more good Cheetor in our next episode, Guerrilla Warfare.
Mm-hmm.
So be sure to tune in next time, and until then, you can find us on Twitter at @StasisPod. You can find us on Tumblr at stasispod.tumblr.com. And you can write into us into the Maxa mailbag at stasispodcast@gmail.com.
And you can find our RSS feed on iaconunderground.net.
And you can also find us on iTunes. Please rate and review us there. We'd be super grateful.
Yes,
So-
their voodoo helps to get us shown up on iTunes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're computer magic.
Ooh.
The same magic by which you can listen to us on your phone or possibly your watch. Is that a thing now? You can just listen to our podcast like Dick Tracy?
Well, I don't know if the watch has like a speaker, but
You can probably plug headphones into it, although then... Actually, that sounds like a bad idea. Your wrist would be constrained like a marionette.
Yeah, well, oh.
that would be pretty awkward, yeah.
Listen, I just want to make Dick Tracy phone calls into my wristwatch.
Well, they're working on it. They're working on it.
All right. So, until next time when we engage in a little guerrilla warfare, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
I'm Alex.
I'm David. I'm Stuffy.
Aww.
All right. Good episode.
Yeah. Oh, next episode we get a Cyber Bee.
Oh shit.
Oh, Cyber Bees.
Cyber Bee.
Oh god, not the Cyber Bees! Not the Cyber Bees!
Primal does kind of engage in some Nicolas Cage-esque